Last night at 5 o'clock, my friend Ruth was licensed as the Anglican chaplain at Bournemouth University. Those of us who couldn't be physically with her joined in on Zoom. It was a service infused with creativity and reflecting Ruth's vitality and gifts as a child of God. The Bishop of Sherborne, who was licensing Ruth, spoke about Ruth's call to be a leading light as a chaplain at the university. That we are not the light ourselves, rather we can only reflect the light of God. And that strikes me as being important now as it ever was. We ourselves are not the light, but we can reflect the true light of Christ. And all that talk of light reminded me of rainbows. Rainbows have come back into our cultural consciousness as a symbol of hope since the Cheerful Windows campaign began in March of this year in response to COVID-19. And the leading lights in this particular campaign were our young children who painted bright and bold rainbows up and down the country. The biblical story of the rainbow is the story of God's mercy and compassion and steadfastness, and of a promise to care for us. But a rainbow in itself, whilst very bright and colourful, is not true light. Rather, it is light in water, light reflected, light refracted. I suppose what I'm trying to say is that we all have the potential to be human rainbows, spreading colour and light, reflecting God's light. We might sometimes feel like we are drowning from the restrictions and limitations of our situation. But even in water there is light, rainbow light. As Jesus asked in today's Gospel, can the blind guide the blind? We all know the answer to that. And we've all got to try and be leading lights for each other, lighting the way, aided by God's kindly Spirit.